Kia ora, I am Binita Thapa, a student of Health and Rehabilitation Studies Level 7. My student ID is 3002109. Today I am going to present a oral presentation um, on the reflection on my own values and beliefs about palliative care and in this stage of life, and also I will discuss the rationale reflecting my own values and beliefs as a healthcare professional working in palliative care and in this stage of life. Now, first of all, talking about the definition of palliative care. Palliative care is the treatment that relieves but does not cure a disease or illness. Palliative care focus on the physical, psychological, social, and spiritual well-being of the dying person and those close to him or her. It is often used to mean end of life care, but end of life care is a part of palliative care, and so it is not the same as palliative care. So talking about the belief, belief is also an internal feeling that something is true, even though that belief may be unproven or irrational. For example, I believe that there is a life after death. Likewise, value is a measure of the worth or importance a person attaches to something. Our values are often reflected in the way we live our lives. For example, add together both values and beliefs helps to guide our behaviors and decisions that we make. Now, in my opinion, the prospects of death brings up many sensations and many feelings, including fear, anxiety, nausea, dizziness, worry, and all those feelings are normal. So there is no any right or wrong way for to think and feel at a time like this. Also, mm, also different people have different culture. Hindu have their own culture, Muslim and Christianity have their own culture and beliefs and values regarding their culture in the end of the life care. Growing up in the same culture from birth, the child continues following the same values and beliefs regarding their culture. uh, so, uh, so as the final stage in a person's life, it is uniquely important that time for the dying person and the families and the close friends. So, it is very important to maintain the comfort, choices, and quality of the life of the person who is recognized to be dying to support their individuality and to care for the psychosocial and spiritual needs themselves and their families. Mm, Talking about this, at first, pain management and symptoms come first, where some of my experience uncontrolled and distressing symptoms at the end of the life. Here, both clinical and ethical considerations needs to be included in the end of the life care and the decision making. So, taking an example, in regard to giving fluids or nutritional support for dying patients, and also if treatment is determined to be ineffective in relieving suffering, sedation may be a symptom management. So there are many factors influencing a person's cultures and therefore choice of about end of life care, worldview, ethnicity, geography, language, values, social circumstances, religion, spirituality, and gender. For example, taking in my culture, when someone loved one of my family members is in the hospital, in the end of the life care, we take them in the home as there is a ritual that we make him or her to drink a sip of water from various religious places, and that tradition is called Baitarni. After doing this, our belief is that he may die peacefully, although it is not the good practice, but our belief made every people of my family members, Hindu religion of my country, do the same process. So one thing to remember is communication, which makes beliefs and values known to those who are providing care, ensure that these wishes are respected. For example, allowing time to share feelings and thoughts, and asking them their final wishes, which makes them feel better. So, now, being a health professional, it is very important to understand that different cultures often have different specific attitudes towards illness and death, and may have different practice according to the age or sex of the person being cared. So, being a health professional, we must be aware of different cultural beliefs and should be able to help their wishes. Sometimes, however, professionals may not know about certain cultural practices, but we should be open to learn about other cultures and how this has an impact on the way the patient to be cared for. So every family is every family is unique in their spirituality, religion, culture, beliefs, and values. Also, we should assess and help relieve physical suffering, as well as psychological, social, and spiritual religious distress. And it is important to communicate their beliefs and values about pain, treatment options, and whether they wish to use traditional healing practices. And in my perspective, we as a health care professional should deliver culturally safe healthcare services to the people who are in this stage of life, to the people who are health consumer, by reflecting their own values and beliefs during the healthcare practices. Health professionals should always be empathetical while providing healthcare services. And at last, dying is a journey that we take alone. However, during this journey, we should remember that families, friends, and our faith, and when it may take difficult to remain open and loving to people who love you and want to support you during this stage. So these are all about my own values and beliefs, and also the rational reflecting my own values and beliefs, working as a healthcare professional in palliative care and in this stage of life. Thank you.